Okay. Hi, it's me again. I've haven't done much about this lately, and that's really my fault. Of course, it's my fault. I mean, I told you who I was. I told you what I was. So, if you expect perfection out of it, you can't get that, right? So, I want to tell you this one story, and then I'll explain everything the next time I talk to you. Um, this other one, this is the one that I told you about my friends, and it never made it loud enough so you would understand it. So now I'm hoping you can understand it. Um, this is in high school, and what happened was the teachers got their pay cut, and they had to. Well, they're going to cut extracurricular activities, like football, gym, basketball, stuff like that, and and even band and stuff like that, and they were going to cut it. And since they were going to cut it, we were going to protest for them, or we're going to figure out what we're going to do for them anyway first. So anyway, it was a Sunday, and I had to go into a place called TMR, which is Time Out Royal, and I had to go to this meeting with all the other presidents, Protestant presidents in Montreal. We're all going to be at this guy named Mark's house in Time Out Royal. But me and my boys wanted to go bowling. Two of my boys wanted to go bowling. Anyway, we ended up going into TMR because I talked them into saying, let's just go to this meeting, and then after the meeting we'll go bowling because there's a bowling alley right a block and a half away from where the meeting was, or maybe 3 blocks or something like that, really close anyway, and we were going to go to it. It was on DeGarry Boulevard, my favorite street in the whole world. So we ended up going to this meeting. So we finally get there in the TMR, and I walk in, and these 2 guys are with me, and everybody else is in the living room, and my guys are in the dining room. They go sit at the dining room table. And when I walk in, the first thing they say to me, well, Matthew, you're a little late. And you know what reason why I'm always late when I go somewhere? It's because no matter where I was before I came here, I was having a damn good time. Let me tell you, I have to be having a good time, because if I was having a lousy time, I would come early. So don't ever worry about me being late. I'm having a good time no matter what I'm doing. Even if I'm by myself, I'm having a good time. But, so I sit down, and the first thing they tell me is, well, Matthew, we already voted, and the vote was 11-0. We're going to protest to help the teachers. And I said, there you go. So Matthew, are you in? I went, you guys voted 11-0? I said, to help the teachers? Are you in? No. Okay. I say no. There's a little bit of rumbling. All these presidents over here on this side, and this like usual I'm on this. It's like, oh well, no, I don't know if I'm gonna let my school do that because, blah blah, whatever I came up with. So anyway, we should have a little discussion and stuff like that. So they're trying to appease me, and what they're actually saying was, well, Matthew, if you drop out, some of these other people here, he explains to me, might go in on it because, I was the largest high school in Montreal. Protestant high school. There was like 2,300 kids in my school. And I hadn't been there a year yet. So, and they said, Matthew, if you don't come in, we're not going to be able to do it. Oh, okay. So this is like a funny little story. So he says to me, so Matthew, are you in? I ponder, and I said, well, that's all you really need? So all you would need is to me to go in? Yeah. So all I gotta do is say yes. They go, yeah. I like this. No. A little bit more rumbling. Right in the middle of all this, the two guys I came with are sitting at the table. They get up from the table. Now, I'm actually sitting on a chair like this, leaned back on two legs. This is me, leaned back on two legs. I'm like this at the table. They come walking over. They walk in front of me. Two white guys. One on either side of me. We can't even see between me. And they cross their arms like this. Out of their mouths comes one of the most amazing things no one's ever said. What they said was, Matthew only says things once. And Matthew said no. Okay. These are presents and all of them. One guy screams out, he brought Harry's. Everybody else was just by themselves. I brought Harry's. Oh man, whole place starts to rumble and stuff like that. Like, but you can't even see me. I'm not saying a word. Everybody else is talking. I'm not working on talking. I already told my answer. But to have people stand up and just say who I am like that was kind of mind-blowing. Because I didn't really know what to do. I told them no once. I had to say it a second time. My buddies know I only speak once, so that's all. But a funny way to grow up, eh? What a wild place to grow up. Anyhow, some girl, there's a black girl there. She goes, can I speak to you in the kitchen? So I go to the kitchen with her. She's related to me. She knew who I was. I knew who she was. I was a foster child. So I know who she was. And we had a nice little conversation in the kitchen. I come back out into the living room. And there's my two boys. They're still standing like this. Just like that. Or cross like this. I say, boys, let's go. And so the guy who put it on says to me, Matthew, you're not going to change your mind? I said, I don't think so. But we got to go. So the last one's there, the first one's to leave. The reason why I'm telling you this story is for all asking me how I got to be where I am, how that works. When I was just not getting away from the story right away, but then we went bowling. But the reason why I want to tell you this is there's this lady and I love her dearly. And I was working at a warehouse. And I was cleaning out a room. Like, that's what I do. I work in warehouses, clean out a room, unload trailers, things like that. And she came up to me one day while I was in there. She grabbed the bar stool, came down to where I was, put the bar stool down. I'm down on my knees or something like that, doing something with some paper on the floor. She says, puts the stool down, sits down on the stool, looks at me, and asks me one strange question. She asked me, how did you get to be like that? I looked at her and said, like what? She was like that. What are you like that? Or like, I don't know. I just, I've been like that a long time. But how did you, how do you look at life so... Oh, wow, I forgot. I didn't tell you I love you. And we didn't hug hearts. So you gotta do that afterwards, remember that. After you gotta hug, give your heart a hug. Because I forgot. Because I'm so disappointed it took me so long to get back to this part. But when I see, she's looking at me like I'm some kind of retard or some kind of nut. Because, I don't know. I haven't met someone who acted this way, but I just figure you gotta be out there somewhere. There's got to be someone that just believes in just you. I believe in just you. I love you. But you're not worth anything. Your opinion don't mean nothing to me. Because you're you. But your heart does. And And that's what I want. I want your heart. Other people want your body, your car, your clothes, your shoes. I want your heart. I want this is my story. I want to change your heart. That's all. Nothing more than that. Because when that lady asked me that question, what made me think of, this other guy once asked me that question. He asked me so differently. He asked me, how long have I been like this? And I said, I've always been like this. As far as I know. I went home that day, came back to work the next day, and actually stopped him and said, okay, I'll tell you something. I lied to you. See, because just like you and everyone else in here, I peed and pooed my pants. For 2 years at least. Just like anyone else. And like I told you before, I still peed in bed when I was 9 years old. So that goes to show you that, you know. That, you know, just an ordinary human being like anybody else. I said, I don't know how I became this, but I'm going to tell you how I became this. What I am, what I decided to do as I was growing up is, I took the best, the absolute best of everything from the people I met. If that was better than what I thought, I took it. And if that was better than what I thought, I took that too. So what I am is a combination of all the people I met. I just go and be with people, I didn't take that. This guy had a wife, well, that'd be really bad. I wouldn't take that. I just took the best. Best of everything. So you know, if you want to find out who I am, you take all the people I've ever met, you put them all together, and each one say what good thing they did. And that's me. That's who I am. So. But it was just kind of weird that people ask me that question all the time. And how I got to be this way. And I said I carry my Bible in my back pocket. It's never there, but it's always there. It's always there. I want to tell you about my dreams, but I'm going to save that till next time. I think I just do a little bit of one of these things every day to make sure I keep on. Because when you're as low as what's on the bottom of scum, it's better to do a little at a time to make sure you get it right. And you know, that's just a story I thought you might want to hear. In order for me to get these boys to, well, just go with me. They didn't know. They did on their own. I didn't do nothing. I didn't tell them to do anything. I didn't tell them not to do anything. I didn't tell them to do nothing. The only thing they said that whole time they were there, Matthew only says things once. And Matthew said no. That's all they said. So, that's how I grew up. You know, when you think about people in your life and stuff like that, and why, you know, my memories are so vivid and strong is, I had that, and a million things more. And I want you to realize that maybe it can happen to you. Maybe, you know, someone will believe in you that much that they'll do that. They did it for me. That's why I smile all the time and laugh all the time. When I think of the people I grew up with, it's like, what do I tell you? You put a name in my head, I'll say, oh man, that guy! I'll tell you the laughs I had with it. I'm going to tell you about Norton and New Mexico. I want to tell you how good life can be. if you bring people together with only your heart, you can't buy them. You can't be physically stronger than them. You can't think you're going to beat them up if they don't come or they don't do something like you see in the movies. No. They have to come because their heart says so. That's the only reason why I wanted to be there. Because their heart said so. Don't turn on your brain. Open your heart. I love you. So now, you know what you can do? Now, give your heart a hug. Remember? You want to make sure you're from the front and the back, or just the front. You up against the wall if you only got one hand. Just remember, come here, come tomorrow, and the day after. One thing for sure is I love you. That's a guarantee. When I leave this probably a better place. When you're down or something, watch some of these videos. I'm not going to make them long. Just watch it. And maybe you see how one person grew up. If he's even growing up. Remember, I got the heart of a 17-year-old. You know, I actually had a guy. He came to me one day, and he has 2 children. I think one's 11 and one's 13 or something like that. And I'm like 6 years old. And you know what he said to me? He said, I wish my kids had your heart. Can you imagine someone saying that to a 60-year-old? Why would anyone want a 60-year-old's heart? Even if I looked, I told you I have the heart of a 17-year-old. Even if I was 17, and this kid's 11 and 13, why would you want them to have my heart? I should want to have theirs. Right? You know what it is? He, my God, gives me so much joy. Gives me so much joy. That's unbelievable. I just giggle all the time. I know he's around. I meet people. They just get giddy. I don't think I'm retired right now. Maybe I'm just out there. Boy, I hope this turned out too, because I don't want to do this one again. I already did it. This is the second time I did it. I don't want to do it again. There's too many other stories out there to tell you. Some will be longer than this. Honestly, many will be shorter than this. But this is long. But I want you to have a good night, because today's really Mother's Day. And in my family, we didn't celebrate that day because we grew up as a witness. Excuse me. Which was really a cool thing. Well, we went to church a lot, like even 3 times a week we got together. But you gotta understand, when you're with these people and you get together, that's what it's for. It keeps you on the straight and narrow. I'll tell you one thing about being Jehovah's Witness that maybe you'd understand if I told it to you this way. I talk to those people all the time in my life. You know, when they're standing on the corner like that. But I end up arguing with them because I don't believe the same thing they believe. Similar, but not the same. But I want you to remember this. You know, people say they hate being woken up. And if your friend came over and woke you up, you wouldn't have your happy about it, right? Like on a weekend, you know, you want to sleep in. You're not going to be happy, right? But if he just won $20,000. Let's just say he won $20,000. And he woke you up and said, I woke you up because I want to split it with you. Now, I'm thinking right now, what percentage of you would be happy that he woke you up? He's going to spend $10,000 with you. Right, that many, right? Okay. When Jehovah's Witnesses knock on the door, because I've heard that a couple times, when they knock on the door, and they're preaching what they're preaching, so remember now, I'm not the one that believes. 7% Jehovah's Witnesses that believe. I just grew up in it. Like You know, like one guy once said, I don't buy the whole bag, but it is good. It didn't make me worse, it made me better. You know? But an origin should make you better. But imagine the people who, when they knock on a door, and those people join and become Jehovah's Witnesses. Remember, they eventually become Jehovah's Witnesses. You ask them, then they're Jehovah's Witnesses now. They weren't before. You ask them, when that person knocked on their door, would they have rather the $10,000 or what Jehovah's Witnesses are offering? He says, when they knocked on my door, I wish they had $10,000. But you know what they're saying now? No. This is $10,000 right here. And go a mile up. And that's what Jehovah's Witnesses are offering. If you believed. They say if you believe in what they say. They're offering you everlasting life. According to how they see it. So I don't know about you, but I can make $10,000. But everlasting life, it's gotta be pretty high up there. What do you think? So don't be mad when they knock on your door. Because one time they knock on your door and you do believe, you'll be saying to yourself, yeah, I want that. And so, Mom, this is your day? And you taught me that. You did a good job on us. You said I was a good kid, but you made us that way. You made us that way, Mom. And to all of my people I consider family, thank you. I got a million things to thank you for. Wow. Anyway, I gotta get up earlier tomorrow morning, go to work. And it's now like, I don't know, 2 o'clock in the morning. So I gotta get up at 9. So, I think I should just maybe I'll try and talk to you again tomorrow. I love you. It's just, you know, I just laugh because, I don't know, I'm in love. My heart bubbles. It bubbles. I can't stop it. It makes me like, that's what it does to me. I mean, I can't explain it any other way. I'm just so glad. When I get to heaven, which after a while I have to take the long route, I'll be putting kisses on his butt just to make sure he knows what he gave me. Could you imagine having the memories I have I'm going to be telling you about? Those memories are absolutely mind-blowing. But anyway, yeah, see, I'm trying out. I'm the master of the long goodbye. When I was with my first wife, she actually put my coat on for me. Because it took me so long to leave. She used to put my coat on for me. One more little thing before I go. I actually told the guy about that. And he looks at me and he goes, she actually helped you put your coat. Yes, because I knew everybody, so I'd just be talking and talking and talking. So she put my coat on for me to get back to let's go. The next day he told me something that to this day still makes me giggle. he said, Matthew, I figured out you and your wife's relationship. You know what it was? I said, what? He goes, you both loved you. Okay, well, I think that's funny. Anyhow, have a good night. I love you. And hope to talk to you again soon. Okay? Right. No. Okay. Good night. Love you. Bye.